YouTube? What's going on? This is your boy Coach Doug on this beautiful foggy, misty morning on Lake St. Clair. Yes, I think it's October 23rd, I believe. We need to start 22nd, October 22nd. And it just got bright. I didn't want to get out here too dark. It was really dark this morning. But we got a lot of fog on the lake. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So for today's agenda, for today's mission, we're gonna troll the whole lake. Talk about the whole lake, and then depending on time and maybe a battery or video storage, we'll do all the way a whole loop and come back. But if not, we'll just stop at the end over on the other big boat launch over there, the bigger one. This is the smaller one I always launch from. There's nobody here usually, maybe one or two people, you know. The other side's always packed with people, but depending, like I said, on time or the camera, we'll try to make a big loop and come back to this one, and if not, we'll stop over there, like I said. But it's been a while. I know I've been posting a lot of video. Oh, somebody's doing work and it's loud. But anyways, I've been posting videos from early in August and September because I've been very busy working, take care of the family, getting things done, setting a lot of things up for next year's football season. So, but no wasting time. Let's get this pole out here. So today I'm trying a new lure. It's a trout kokanee lure. Got it at Bass Pro. It's a double whammy, red hook, and I put 2 orange fake worms on there. And then I also bought a new flashers. Like it. These ones are like a gold color with the orange beads. You probably can't see that there. There you go. All right. We are gonna squirt some of that set on there. I realized that I got something that I don't usually use, and I think I did because I thought it was the pink stuff, but this is a little darker and it's a little more liquidier, meaning it doesn't, I don't think it stays as long as the other lighter kind, but still works. I've been using it. So. All right. I do have a little split shot on there because I do want to have this line go down some. check on our line, see what's going on. Make sure there's no tangles. Let's see. Other than that, everything looks good. Knocked out by the Tampa Bay Rays, and now it's Rays and Dodgers in the World Series, and it's tied 1-1. Dodgers won game 1, and then last night the Rays won game 2. Game 3 tonight, so I'm gonna definitely catch that. Our Redskins are in the worst division in the league. We are 1-5, I believe, or 1-4, 1-5. Yeah, we kind of bit ourselves in our last game against the Giants. We could have, we scored a late touchdown to put us down by 1, and all we needed was the field goal. And we decided to go for 2 to win the game, and we missed. We didn't succeed, and the Giants ended up winning 20-19. So, yeah, like I said, my Skins are the worst team in the league. Got beat by the Giants. Shot our own foot last week. The score was the same score when the Bills went to their first Super Bowl when it was against the Giants. 2019. Remember, Bills kicker missed the field goal. Wide right, Scott Norwood. 20-19. So, yep, our score was 20-19. Had one. Just got out of the one elbow over here at the turn 4, like you want to say. I thought I got a big hit over here, as you guys seen, and then I also got a little hit over here, but still no fish on board. We're gonna go ahead and hit the backside of the lake over here, and there's a couple of hot spots back here. Hopefully I can catch something. Alrighty, check in soon. Oh, I lost him. That was a good one. I lost him. No, he jumped out of the air. He jumped in the air. And I don't think I got that on camera either. Oh, no way, Jose. I should have fought him a little bit. Tired him out. Well, I got my first hit, but that was all. Didn't get him in. he hit it hard. He was a strong fish too. I don't know how big it was, but he was strong. Well, one thing I did want to talk about today, it's actually hit home now, but bullying. Gonna find out my daughter's been being bullied online because they were doing online schooling, and it's by somebody that we actually know. Used to be part of our organization back when Aliana was in kindergarten and doing cheer. This individual also was a cheerleader. So apparently, I mean not apparently, but she's been messing with Aliana ever since kindergarten. The elementary school she went to has fired many complaints, and now it's gotten worse because now this girl is doing it on social media. Yes, calling my daughter fat, ugly, saying some really harsh shit, calling her a hoe. I mean, my daughter didn't even know what sex is. I mean, she has an idea, but she's only 11. So now she's being called a hoe, all types of names, let's just say. And there's a couple boys involved too. And so I know my wife, she handled it because I was been at work. But got the school involved. First they try to push back. But then, my wife, she's Korean, man. You don't mess with Korean. You don't mess with Asian ladies, period. And then we also got the police department involved. Being involved with the organization and everything, we meet a lot of people. And we know a lot of people in the school district. Especially in Clover Park School District. And the police force, a lot of those guys, they come out and they pull security on our home games. So a lot of those police officers know us, and the chiefs and stuff, and the chief and all the guys in position of power, or not power, but leadership. So we had to make sure that the school knew that. And plus the school's new this year, meaning they combined two middle schools, Man and Pioneer. No, not Pioneer, Man and is it Pioneer? No, not Pioneer. What's the one in Woodbrook? Oh, Woodbrook. So, well, yeah, Woodbrook and Man is now Thomas Middle School, named after a doctor. And she was a very good doctor too. So no complaints about the naming of the school. I mean, I know the one that I did vote for. American Lake Patriots or something like that. Instead we're Thomas Titans. But anyways, so yeah, my wife's been handling it. They've been sending her messages on her phone, text messages, posting on Facebook, for social media. Then they went ahead and went a bit too far and posted her information online, like her address and phone number and stuff. And yep, it's gone too far. One thing I gotta say about this whole thing is that what parents are checking in on their kids, looking in their own phones, checking their computers and their social media, compared to the parents who don't care, who don't check that stuff and don't care. Because most times, your kids learn it from home. So that's all I gotta say about that. And I'm very, very mad, very pissed off. Always preached against bullying, to my players and everything. We don't bully, we lead, we help people in times of need and whatnot, and now it's really hit home. And got my daughter now, so I've been raising my daughter to be strong-willed from the day I found out I was gonna have her. We were gonna have her. I mean, she's short, so the weight she does have on her make her a little thick. By no means she's ugly, she's beautiful. I don't know, maybe to those kids' standards, I don't know. Whatever. So we went ahead and changed her phone number, but for some reason she was still getting the texts off of the old number, and those kids again sent some text to her. So got to get handled. But like I said, I've been, building her self-esteem up, making sure she had a strong mind, and I do talk to her about those situations. I mean, I ask her the what if questions, what you're gonna do, or what if questions. What if somebody calls you fat and ugly? How are you gonna react? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say? I said one thing is, if you do act and you start crying and this and that and then that means you believe what they say. But if you know yourself that you're not ugly, you're not fat, you're not whatever, then ignore them. Ignore them. Because maybe reason why they're acting like that is maybe because that's how they're getting treated at the house, or that's how they're getting treated by somebody, and they're taking it out on you. What I'm basically trying to teach her is, no matter what people say, do, or whatever, if they're not putting no physical harm on your body, don't worry about it. Just all you can do is pray for them. But if they go ahead as far as endanger you, want to put hands on you, you have every right to fight back to protect yourself. And there's no such thing as a clean fight. You fight how you have to fight to win. To protect, not win, but protect yourself. And then when you got a chance to get away, you get away. I know when I was younger, first reaction was to fight. Second was to finish. And third, well, there was no third, because I'd finish it. But I get older and I start seeing things more in a different view, and how things should be done, and how life should be lived. With her being, she is a girl, and she is going through puberty. So her emotions and her hormones are all going straight. So she did cry. But, but I'll be there for her to support her, help her, and help still build her. And just like that for any of my daughters. Because like my oldest one, Desiree, she's a very strong woman. Very strong woman. I'm so proud of her. And she also sets a great example for her young ones, her younger siblings. And when she graduates in May, she'll have a bachelor's in forensic science. She's a big fan of those SVU and type shows and ID shows and stuff like that. And Aliana too. And she said, well, she can get into forensic science, and Aliana's like, I want to be a profiler. So if that's something that she'd like to do, support her that, just like her older sister. I think that's what I might need to do, is get Desiree to talk to Aliana a little bit about the bullying. You know me, I'm a YouTube guy, so I watch lots of YouTube, and I've seen the news segments of all those kids committing suicide because they're being bullied, and what the things that these bullies were saying to them and doing to them. And it's the same stuff that Aliana's going through right now. And I thought about it. Who do I blame? Who do I blame for this? And I blame both. The parents and the kids. And the kids are old enough to know how to act, how to talk to people. They're constantly getting told, preached. They're getting constantly preached about that. And then the parents, I blame them if they're not going in their kids' phones and checking their social medias, or going in their kids' computers, seeing what they're doing online. They're still kids. You still gotta monitor them. And depending on how they start acting, how they behave, is when you start loosening the reins or tightening them up. But you need to, raising your child is developing your child starts at home. You know. Then as they get older, it becomes more of an outside influence, but still with influence of home. You guys got to remember, I have a bachelor's in child development, psychology and early development. I did that so that I could coach better and I can raise my kids better. I can help other parents because in our organization we have a lot of single parents. You know, they need help. You know, and my wife and I we try to help out as much as we can. You know, because I commend these especially these single moms. You know, many of them they went to school and went and got a good job. You know, all the while trying to take care of a kid by themselves. And sometimes, you know, families say they're there, but sometimes the support network isn't there. So, and this organization kind of helps me help these people out. You know, I pick up kids for practice. They may not have cleats, or I go get them some cleats, or I have my close friends and family. They go buy cleats for me and donate them. You know, try to help out these families as much as I can. But you guys got to monitor your kids, especially at this teenage level, this middle school level, high school level, being tweenies and because I'd be damned to have that my daughter's gonna be a statistic, a suicide statistic, because some kids don't know how to act because they want to be rude to other kids, be mean. And the last end of my life so far, I've been very humble, very non-violent and peaceful. I'm not as much as a firecracker anymore, you know. I hold everybody respect. I give every respect, especially somebody I just met, until you do something to me, or do something that I feel that you should know better. You know, I'm a very vocal guy, and I will speak up if I have to. It's starting to pop out. Still got fog on the lake. But like I said, parents. Monitor your kids. Discipline your kids. I'm not saying they need to get spanked, because as they get older, there's no sense of even smacking their hand or smacking them in the butt. You paid for the device, their devices, their game console. Take the stuff away. Literally make them stay home. They're grounded. I remember back in the day, I get grounded. I remember I had to write 1,000 times. I will blah 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 blah. I will not da 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 da. One, that was my punishment. Two, actually was helping my penmanship. I know Sarah at work, she loves my handwriting. She says I got such neat handwriting, and I'm like, oh, thank you. But yeah, I hear parents bitch complain all the time about this and this, but don't realize, what are you doing on your part as a mom or a dad? What's your family doing? If you don't interact, you don't monitor them, that's neglect too. You just can't expect that the kid's going to behave. A kid's a kid. And they'll do kid things. Even though it may not be, law breaking or a life or death situation. Kids are going to do things regardless. Out of sheer ignorance, or sheer don't know, or sheer they do know, and just don't care. But that's when you as a parent need to step down and tell them what's up. because I know this continues with Aliana. There's going to be some problems. There will be some problems. People forget where I come from. People forget what I've done. People forget the road that I've taken, that I've lived, has given me many experiences and taught me many things about life, about people, and about myself. And it brings me back to why I'm a libertarian. You know, I believe in our individual rights, freedoms, our human individual born rights. Nobody has the right to tell you what to do. It can only be a suggestion, like this mask thing for this COVID. Nobody has the right to make a law or tell you what you have to do. I'm telling you, they can suggest it. We're seeing these people that are getting ganged up on, not wearing masks in grocery stores, or getting jumped. So I wear a mask because I respect other people's wishes and I respect other people's opinion. This is why I wear a mask. But if somebody doesn't want to wear a mask, they don't want to wear a mask. Period. I see people that are talking about other people that are getting together. I said, you gotta understand, that's the decision they made. You know, with all this thing about kids being home right now, being homeschooled, and teachers are scared about, oh, if you go back, this and this. But you're just prolonging with people getting this thing. But they say masks work, social distancing work. Anywhere you go, like grocery store, of Walmart, to the even fast food joints, they got the plexiglass up. I think that's what they could do in school. Or if you're a teacher that maybe where you can get it but you won't spread it. I forgot what it's called. But you get all those teachers that are not don't have health problems. They can be in the school. You know, you almost do it like an online thing. You just have a monitor there just in case the kids need help. Because it is proven that kids are less likely to die from COVID, especially when there's thousands of kids dying from the flu every year. It's already proven that COVID will not affect a kid as the flu would. Yes, there has been some children that have died. Some animals have died from COVID, but the percentage is so low. I think it's not even a full 1%. Maybe it's a 0.002, whatever. We need to get these kids back in school. We need not just because of their schooling, but their psyche, man, their mental status. Suicides is going up. Mental health is a very bad problem right now. And not just with kids, but adults the same. I know drug use is going up, drinking's going up. This is all the data that you can look online yourself. But then again, when you are looking online, you got to check your sources. Just because it says CNN or Fox or whatever, doesn't mean that they're telling the truth. I used to be a big CNN watcher. I know CNN was my stuff. John Lemon was my stuff. That was my dude. Early John Lemon, when he used to tell people what it was, what you need to do, a better society, and I know that the black people used to not hate him, but used to cringe every time he talked, because he'd make them like, hey, we got to be accountable for ourselves. But now he just, I think he got paid off. Now he's a far left liberal. It's everybody else's fault except for that individual person. And Republicans are bad. Trump is bad. If you don't align with his views or With the views of CNN and the far left, you're bad. I want the old I said John Lemon. Don Lemon back. But yeah, check your sources. You go on there, you can see what they're about, if they're far left, far right, if they're down the middle. But you gotta do your own homework. Gotta do your own homework, guys. Alright, hopefully I catch something going through here. Last time was a really good spot. What, 2? It was like my second time ever coming through here. Man, I gotta redeem myself anyways. And like I keep always saying in my other videos, the problem with the world today is that we don't respect the next man. We're always about me. Not worried about everybody else around us. But guess what? This universe don't revolve around just one person, or not even people. We're just a small piece of this puzzle. Like one day I discovered the black hole. I mean, I always knew they were out in space, but I actually did some research and more in astronomy, the black holes, quasars, stars, moons, oh man, planets, and realized this all can end just like that. You know, here we are, we're worried about what this person said about us, or what this person is wearing, and this. But people don't realize this earth thing can end just like that. Not even to mention what we're doing to our earth. Drilling, fracking. I understand that it's people's jobs, and that's how most of our power, generate powers is made. But we should be moving more to solar, wind, hydro. Those 3 right there, solar, wind, and hydro, man. Very clean, very efficient. Myself would like solar paneling. I like to do the solar. They're saying, oh, you can't do solar paneling in Washington State. There's no sun. What are you talking about? There is sun. And you know that the sun emits rays still through the clouds too. Not as much as when it's if it's a clear day, but it still does. You just gotta go and get enough battery storage. I just know that my neighbor next door to us, they got solar paneling, and I think theirs does their hot water and other essential power needs. So that cuts their bill in half. Nothing. This would be the spot. Well, I'm not out of here yet, so I'm going to have to get one going back out. son. That's how it's done. All right. Oh, sorry y'all, I caught one on the other side. We didn't really get to see the bite, but I did catch one. All right. Nice size too, nice big guy. Ooh. Oh. I was gonna get blanked today. Through him. Oh, barely got him. Nice fish. Nice fish. Nice fish. It's gonna have that pink meat. I already can tell. This meat's gonna be orange or pink. Oh, nice fish. Good size too. That's a trout. 12 inches. Nice thick 12-incher. All right, first one in the boat. First one in the boat. And we caught him on the green, the lime green beaded wedding ring. Alright. And I could say this is the first one I've caught out here in this area right here. So good stuff. Good stuff. Well, I ran out of memory in my camcorder, so I had to shut it down. But I ended up catching one more, which brought my take home with one loss at the boat. Until next time, YouTubers. Yeah, son.